Next thing I knew, he was in my door, and he leaned over me and tore 85% of my lip off while tearing me out of the car and fleeing the scene. I've had about 5 or 6 surgeries, and then I have surgery next week to roll this side out so we can try to make it even again.
We are excited to announce a special giveaway. The first person to comment on our video will be the lucky recipient of a fantastic gift. Don't miss this chance to win something special, so make sure to watch the video and drop your comment right away. Good luck to all participants.
Kayla Hayes' story began when her grandfather assaulted her sexually. The abuse ruined her self-esteem and left her vulnerable. It didn't necessarily cause me to get into an abusive relationship, but it caused my self-worth to be so low that I settled for the idea that men overpowered me in some ways, Hayes told the IAmNotAShame Herald. Hayes met her ex-boyfriend, Seth Fleury, while she was a senior in high school. Kayla's loved ones were against the relationship, but she persisted, afraid that Fleury would harm her if she tried to leave. Kayla broke her relationship with Seth after a year of lies and deceit. Hayes initially refused to meet with Fleury, but she agreed to one last meeting. Kayla went into the meeting expecting something horrible to happen, and something terrible did happen. He cut off 85% of her lip after she refused to rekindle her relationship with Fleury. When I looked down, my lip was literally on my leg, covered in gravel. I grabbed it up and wondered what the hell it was. I had no idea what to do, what was going on, or how this had happened. I recall thinking, I wish this was over. It was all because he couldn't stand being rejected. Hayes' lip was too badly injured to reattach, so doctors reconstructed it by cutting around her cheeks. Kayla noted in Cosmopolitan that she tried to be positive and act for her mother. I was just getting out of surgery when my mother arrived at the hospital. She was in tears, disappointed, but I attempted to lighten the mood by joking, well, at least I don't have to dress up for Halloween. I know if I let it get to me, she'll fall as well. I couldn't face the thought of that happening. Kayla had over 300 stitches, numerous surgeries, and reconstruction to restore her lip. Hayes still needs to work on her smile, but she's pleased with the improvement she's made so far. Kayla released several images of a recent treatment on her mouth in late November 2021. Kayla's healing process began when she found acceptance in the arms of her new boyfriend, Blake. For a time, the two were friends before he became so much more in the aftermath of her assault. He's been there with me through the surgeries and during Seth's trial, Kayla added. He's been an angel, lifting me up on my darkest days. He compliments me on my beauty. He tells me that he used to love my grin, and that he still does. She founded the She Rises with Kayla Hayes Facebook group to assist people in breaking free from abusive situations. Kayla told the IAmNotAShame Herald that her campaigning allows her to give back to society. You see on TV about people not surviving these relationships, and I struggled with guilt that I was still alive, and I figured there had to be a bigger purpose for me. You are not defined by the trauma you have experienced, and you can overcome it. They must understand that they are not alone. Trauma and labels placed on them do not define them. Kayla believes that people will draw strength from her wounds and trust in rehabilitation so that they can learn from her experience and rescue themselves from abuse as soon as possible. She closed her Cosmopolitan essay by saying, I've always said that I'd rather have this happen to me than the next girl. But there should be no such thing as a next girl or a next anyone. I sincerely hope that what happened to me never happens to anyone else.